Inside every human being, there is a silent war that rages endlessly, a war between doubt and belief, between weakness and strength, between fear and courage. Doubt whispers that you are not enough, that you cannot succeed, that your dreams are too big for you to achieve, and it tries to chain you to a life of mediocrity. Belief, on the other hand, whispers with quiet certainty that you are capable, that you are powerful, that you are destined for greatness. The battle within is the most important fight you will ever face, because the greatest enemies are not out in the world, but deep within your own mind. When you learn to silence the voice of doubt and amplify the voice of belief, you unlock the unstoppable power hidden inside you. Every victory in life begins with a decision in the mind, and every defeat is born the moment you surrender to doubt. If you want to rise higher, you must recognize that your first and greatest opponent will always be yourself. Once you conquer the inner battle, no external challenge can truly bring you down, because your mind becomes your greatest ally. Those who rise above their doubt do not become unafraid. They simply learn to act in spite of fear, and that is where true strength is born. The unstoppable mindset is the one that knows the war within can be won with persistence, courage, and belief, no matter how loud the doubts may seem. Resilience is the armor you wear in the battle within, because no matter how strong you become, life will still test you with setbacks, failures, and disappointments that aim to break your spirit. The difference between those who stay down and those who rise higher is resilience, the unshakable decision to get back up no matter how many times you fall. Doubt thrives when you stay down, but it weakens every time you stand again, proving to yourself that you cannot be broken. The unstoppable mindset treats failure not as an end but as a teacher, a lesson that sharpens your skills and strengthens your will. Every obstacle you overcome adds a new layer of toughness, and soon you begin to realize that nothing can shake you anymore. Resilience is not a gift. It is a choice, a daily commitment to stand tall even in the storm. When the world underestimates you, when challenges tower above you, when your own mind whispers that you cannot keep going, resilience is the voice that answers back with certainty that you will not stop. Those who master resilience become untouchable, because no failure has the power to define them. Each setback becomes part of their preparation, and each fall becomes another step toward victory. This is how resilience turns ordinary people into unstoppable forces capable of rising higher than anyone imagined. Discipline is the weapon that slays doubt, because without discipline, belief is just a dream and motivation is just a fleeting spark. The battle within is won by those who act consistently, who choose progress daily regardless of mood, feelings, or circumstances. Discipline is doing what must be done when you do not feel like doing it, and this habit destroys the power of hesitation. Every time you follow through on a promise to yourself, you strengthen your inner trust, and the stronger that trust grows, the weaker doubt becomes. Doubt loses its grip on those who prove to themselves day after day that they are dependable, relentless, and committed. Discipline is not built in a single moment. It is forged over time through countless decisions that seem small but add up to greatness. Skipping excuses, ignoring distractions, and staying focused on your path are the daily victories that create unstoppable momentum. When others quit because they feel tired or unmotivated, the disciplined keep moving, and that is why they rise higher. Doubt cannot survive inside a disciplined mind, because discipline shines light where uncertainty tries to hide. The unstoppable mindset knows that discipline is freedom, because it frees you from weakness, from hesitation, and from the chains of inconsistency. Once discipline becomes part of who you are, there is no limit to how high you can rise. Focus is the shield you carry into the battle within, because distraction is one of doubt's most powerful weapons, pulling your attention in every direction until your energy is wasted. The mind becomes unstoppable when it learns to aim like a laser, locking onto what matters and refusing to be moved. When you focus, you silence the noise of comparison, jealousy, and insecurity, because you no longer care what others are doing. You care only about your mission. Doubt grows loud when your attention is scattered, but it grows silent when your mind is centered on a clear goal. To rise higher, you must decide what matters most to you, and then cut away everything else that does not serve your vision. Focus requires sacrifice, because you cannot chase every path and still expect to win the inner battle. The unstoppable choose clarity over confusion, commitment over distraction, purpose over pleasure, and in doing so, they make progress others cannot see. Each day of focused work builds a tower of progress, and each tower becomes proof that you are moving beyond doubt. When you focus deeply, opportunities appear, doors open, and breakthroughs happen that distraction would have stolen from you. Focus transforms energy into results, and results silence the voice of doubt permanently. The more you focus, the higher you rise, and the more unstoppable your journey becomes. Faith is the force that fuels your climb, because even with discipline, resilience, and focus, there will be days when nothing seems to work, when progress feels invisible, and when every step forward feels like a struggle against gravity. In those moments, it is faith that carries you higher, the unshakable belief that your efforts are not in vain, that your sacrifices will lead to something greater. Doubt tries to suffocate faith with evidence of failure, pointing at everything that has gone wrong, but faith looks beyond the present moment to the future you are building. Faith is not blind hope. It is the certainty that persistence will create results, even if you cannot see them yet. Those who rise higher are not those who never feel lost, but those who choose to keep walking in the dark until the light appears. Faith is a declaration that no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it becomes, you will not stop until you reach your destination. When faith fills your mind, doubt loses its strength, because faith always focuses on possibilities, not limitations. Faith keeps your fire burning when nothing else can, and it transforms obstacles into stepping stones. The unstoppable mindset lives on faith, because faith allows you to rise higher even when everything around you says you should fall. Victory in the battle within comes when belief, resilience, discipline, focus, and faith combine to form an unbreakable spirit that no doubt can penetrate. You will not silence doubt forever, because it will always try to whisper, always try to return, but you will reach a place where its voice no longer matters. You will rise to a level where belief speaks louder than doubt, where courage acts faster than fear, and where your actions prove daily that you are unstoppable. The greatest victories of your life will not be the medals, the money, or the recognition. They will be the quiet moments when you realize that doubt no longer controls you. You will look back and see every obstacle you overcame, every fear you conquered, every hesitation you crushed, and you will understand that the battle within shaped you into someone unshakable. To rise higher, you must fight this battle every day. But in fighting it, you become stronger than you ever thought possible. The unstoppable mindset is not about never struggling. It is about never surrendering. And with each battle fought, you rise higher. Your life will change when you stop asking whether you can and start declaring that you will. Defeat doubt, embrace belief, rise with courage, and let nothing stop you, because the highest version of yourself is waiting on the other side of this war. And once you claim that victory, no limit will ever stand in your way again.